TKO is ruining WWE. The acquisition of WWE by TKO has ushered in a noticeable transformation, one that has left many longtime fans feeling increasingly alienated. While the aesthetics have undeniably been polished, the stages gleam and the production values are slick, this veneer of corporate sheen seems to have come at the cost of the very soul of WWE. It no longer resonates as a company driven by a passion for wrestling and its dedicated fan base. Instead, every decision, every creative direction now feels meticulously calculated through the lens of shareholder profit. The heart and grit that once defined WWE are being overshadowed by a relentless pursuit of maximizing returns for TKO's stakeholders, leaving fans to wonder if their voices are being drowned out by the clinking of coins. The question naturally arises, how exactly is TKO ruining WWE? Number one, plans change abruptly depending on The Rock's availability. The Rock's involvement instantly elevates the profile of any storyline or event. His presence brings in a wider audience, including casual fans who might not regularly watch wrestling. This effect has on more than one occasion led to expectations that were set and never met. When The Rock is involved, it's almost guaranteed he'll be in a prominent main event role. This can mean pre-existing storylines might need to be altered or fast-tracked to position him in a top match at a major event like WrestleMania. This year's example is a good one. We wanted to see him at WrestleMania Night 2, but he didn't show up. Plans involving The Rock always fall apart relatively late in the game depending on his schedule. Storylines are constantly in flux due to The Rock's availability, which has led to disjointed and unsatisfying storytelling for us, the fans who have been following the narratives closely. As a TKO shareholder, The Rock has a direct financial interest in the company's success. Higher ticket sales, increased viewership, and greater engagement directly translate to a higher stock value, benefiting him financially. This creates a powerful incentive for TKO and by extension WWE to utilize him as a major draw. This financial alignment can lead to a focus on short-term boosts in revenue and engagement that The Rock's appearances provide. The immediate impact of his presence might be prioritized over the long-term health and consistent storytelling that caters to the dedicated fan base. TKO has become overly reliant on The Rock's mainstream appeal to drive numbers, neglecting the development and consistent booking of full-time talent who are the backbone of the weekly product. They understand The Rock's drawing power and will likely continue to tease his involvement in major events to generate buzz and drive ticket sales and viewership. However, his actual appearances and the follow-through on storylines often fall short of fan expectations due to his limited availability and other commitments. Under the TKO banner, WWE has increasingly relied on inserting mainstream celebrities into prominent positions at the expense of the established storylines and the full-time roster. Travis Scott, I'm looking at you. The main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 2 featured Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship against a returning legend, John Cena. This was a match built on months of intense rivalry with a clear narrative of the established champion facing a beloved veteran seeking one last shot at glory. As the match reached its climax, with both men exhausted and the outcome hanging in the balance, the music hit to the sound of one of Travis Scott's songs. He didn't come to simply watch or offer commentary. Instead, he got directly involved. It felt forced and inorganic, lacking a logical connection to the ongoing storylines. It took me out of the moment, and the backlash from fans online spoke for itself. The paradoxical decisions of making substantial profits while simultaneously releasing established talent is sad. The fact that TKO is making a lot of money makes the firings of wrestlers like Braun Strowman even more perplexing and upsetting. Strowman was a popular and established main event level talent. His release, along with others, suggests that financial efficiency and perhaps a specific vision for the roster are being prioritized over retaining talent that fans are invested in. The human element of professional wrestling is being disregarded in favor of a purely bottom-line approach. Placing celebrities with little to no wrestling experience consistently in prominent positions, while actual wrestlers are fired, doesn't make sense. There is a clear disconnect between TKO's actions and what fans want. If the company is financially successful, there shouldn't be a need to release popular wrestlers. Instead, those resources could be used to retain talent, build deeper storylines, and invest in the future of the wrestling division. The juxtaposition of firings with celebrity involvement creates a narrative that TKO values mainstream recognition over the dedicated wrestlers and the core fan base that has supported the product for years. TKO wants brands on their products, not wrestlers. There are more advertisements in WWE than there are matches. The most visible change has been the introduction of sponsor logos directly onto the ring canvas. This transforms the traditionally sacred space of the wrestling ring into a walking advertisement. While ring aprons and barricades have featured ads for years, the mat itself was often considered a clean space. The prominent placement of logos can be distracting and visually unappealing to fans who want to focus on the wrestlers and the action. The issue is often compounded by the presence of multiple logos on the mat simultaneously, creating a cluttered and overtly commercial aesthetic. This has cheapened the look of the product and further reinforces the feeling that profit is being prioritized over presentation. Wrestler entrances, once a key element of character development in spectacle, are now increasingly cluttered with overlay graphics that often include sponsor logos or branding. It feels jarring and detracts from the wrestler's aura and connection with the audience. Instead of fully immersing in the entrance, viewers are bombarded with advertisements. The increased advertising and commercialization have made the actual wrestling feel secondary. Fans tune in to see matches and storylines unfold, and when those are constantly interrupted or visually overtaken by ads, it diminishes the value of the core product. The blatant integration of ads has made the product feel less authentic and more like a pure marketing vehicle. Overpriced tickets for underwhelming shows. There has been a significant increase in ticket prices for WWE events. Not just for the major premium live events like WrestleMania, but also for other, less popular pay-per-views. What were once relatively affordable face value tickets are now significantly more expensive, with the cheapest options too expensive, especially for families who might want to go see wrestling together. The price hikes are particularly frustrating for fans when they perceive a decline in the overall quality or excitement of the product they are paying for. WrestleMania 41 is a good example of this. Individually, a price hike or a celebrity appearance might not be a PR disaster. However, when these actions occur in tandem with a perceived decline in the wrestling product and a seeming shift in focus away from the wrestlers themselves, they create a powerful narrative of a company that is out of touch with its core audience and prioritizing short-term gains over long-term fan satisfaction and the integrity of its product. This can lead to significant and lasting damage to TKO's image, making it harder to attract and retain both fans and talent in the future.